Welcome to Hi, It's Me, Same Genes, Different Scenes. I'm Kim,
And I'm Lindsay.
and we're here to bring you our podcast about everything which makes us and our friends, family, and special guests the same but wonderfully different.
We hope you love listening to our stories and insights into our experiences, from how we viewed growing up to the direction life has taken us in adulthood. Hello.
Hi, you didn't count me in that time.
No, I didn't count you in that time. Sorry, we had a technical hitch from the last recording, so this is take two, and I did something very funny on the last one and didn't do it on this one.
Yeah, no, not quite as funny. How are you?
Yeah, good.
Good.
Yes,
Good.
very good.
Good.
Good. Yeah, good.
I have been looking at. I've been looking for somewhere for us to stay, basically.
When we go away.
When we go away in September, and
Yeah.
and I was on a social media thing with a campsite that I follow,
Yeah.
and because I kind of have a look every couple of days. It's somewhere I've been to before, and I just kind of have a look to see what's going on in the chat. And basically, this week, somebody had put a post on saying, "Oh, I'm coming this weekend. Does anybody want to camp next to me and be friends?" Right.
Oh, that's sweet.
And I thought, no.
Oh, might be a little old man that needs a friend.
It was, oh no, you know my thing about old men on their own. I don't
with an old man on his own.
I don't like seeing old men on their own. But anyway, digress. And it wasn't, it was a woman. And I was like, no.
Well, it could be a little old lady.
She wasn't old. She was like my age.
Oh, well, there you go, a little old lady.
And anyway, you're getting off the topic. And I thought, no, even if I was going this weekend, I wouldn't want that. And it kind of got me thinking, because I saw that, and I've also seen quite a few things on like Instagram and things about how hard it is to make friends as an adult. And I thought we could unpick that.
Yeah.
And get into a little bit, because I think it's a bit of a thing. Obviously, like there's lots of, I think we're in this age, we're, at supposedly one of the like loneliest times with our like, all this digital stuff, working from home. So, people are in general quite lonely.
Yeah.
And the fact that, when you are an adult, it can be harder to make new friends, if you even want to make them.
Well, yeah, exactly. There's that side, isn't there? There's the.
I do remember. I mean, this is actually quite some time ago. Saying I don't need any more friends.
I say that all the time. I say that all the time. I don't need any new friends, but I'm a sado and I'm desperate for people to love me. So if you want to be my friend, then you be my friend. That. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Completely. I don't. Oh, yeah. I would totally put on this bravado of being like, I don't need any new friends. I've got all the friends I need. I don't need anybody else.
Yeah.
But yeah, ultimately, I'm very insecure, and I'm desperate for people to like me, and I'm desperate for people to be my friend.
That's really interesting. Yeah. I don't even think I would have thought that about you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's ridiculous. It's very sad. And but I say I don't need any new friends because I find it difficult to make friends.
Yeah.
I can't talk to people.
Yeah.
That's my thing. I cannot do small talk.
No. Okay.
I can't just talk to people unless I am neck deep in a bottle of Prosecco.
Yeah.
And then I'm everybody's friend and I can talk to anybody about anything.
Yeah. So I mean, part of it for me, I think, is I say I don't need any more friends. But I mean, some of that is because, I don't have a lot of time to spend with the friends I've got. And so it's kind of like, well, if I haven't got time to see the friends I've got, how am I gonna like make time to see new ones.
Yeah, but I think you have different friends for different things, don't you? Almost. Like,
Well,
obviously, everybody has their core friends that have been your friends forever. And
yeah,
those might be the people that you see once a month, once a year, whatever.
yeah,
And then there are your work friends, or I mean, you don't have work friends, and I don't have work
no,
friends, really. I work with three other people, so I mean,
yeah, that's true. That's
we
true.
don't socialise outside of work,
No,
really.
no, that's
I
true.
used to have lots of work friends at the previous companies I've worked for that
Yeah,
have been bigger. I've had
yeah,
work friends, and we've always done very social things.
yeah.
But yeah, I think you have friends for different purposes in your
Purposes,
life.
purposes. And I mean,
Purposes, yeah.
actually, I say I don't have any work friends. I don't have any. I don't really have any current work night, current night, current work friends that I
Mm,
would like socialize with. Like, I obviously like the people I work with, but I don't
mm,
socialize with them. But I actually do socialize with people that in my last job,
yeah,
like I went to America and visited one of my
yeah,
old
yeah,
work friends, and we,
yeah.
we stay in touch, and we do meet up.
Mm,
Um, but it's quite like, maybe it's every few months or so, and we'll just send
mm,
like an odd message. But I think it is
mm.
it can, I mean, I suppose part of that is like your personality, like you're saying. You don't like small talk, and you don't find it very easy to talk to new people, and I would say I'm the same. So
Mm.
I wouldn't just I don't just start talking to people and then like become friends with them. Like
No,
that's not a
no,
thing.
no. I'll be drunk and start talking to people and think, oh my god, they're going to be my best friend. And then
And
obviously
then
wake up the next day and think, oh my god, you idiot! That person absolutely hates you now because you're an idiot for just shamming their ear off and hugging them about 50 times and professing how much you
they were
love them.
they were probably doing the same to you,
Yeah, I don't know.
weren't they?
What? What?
Um, but I think, I mean, so where are like your core friends? Have you still got like school friends?
No, I have nobody that I went to school with that I'm friends with.
Okay.
Nobody.
So where are your
I
friends? Your like core
so my
friends?
I would say my core friends are my best friend is my cousin.
Yeah.
So, you know, that's a forced relationship straight there, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
So
Well, that's
and
organic.
then
That's an organic friendship.
yeah, it is. That's probably the only I mean, I can't even say I made friends with her because we were foisted upon each other from birth. So, we
But
just
but as you've got older, you didn't have to stay in touch.
no, no, we didn't. But
No.
yeah, and obviously we are still best friends
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
And by default, she made friends with people at school, and they're now my two best friends. So I feel like I'm not. I don't.
Yeah.
I, of my best friends, I don't feel like I've made friends with anybody on my own merits.
Right.
Not
Okay.
because of it's sort of circumstances that we've become friends. I mean, I
But
think
that's
they like me.
how that's all anybody makes friends by.
Well,
So
I don't know.
circumstance.
Do people not just get talking to people and then make friends with them? I mean,
Uh, I don't know. I mean,
I mean,
my friends are from school,
yeah,
primary school,
yeah,
and secondary school,
yeah,
primarily.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
who my friends are. And
yeah.
then it's like friends of one of those, or like,
Mm, mm,
um
yeah.
through
I,
that.
I, I can't imagine that relationship where you've been friends with somebody. Obviously, like Kirsty.
Mm.
She is my best friend, but it's it's sort of different because she's my cousin as well. So
Yeah.
obviously we've always been there. But
Yeah.
to have made friends unorganically with somebody
Yeah.
at such a young age and to
Yeah.
still be friends with them now and to
Yeah.
grow.
Yeah.
It's it's like we went to the literary festival last year, didn't we? And we went.
Yes. Oh,
Dawn O'Porter was there,
yeah,
and her book, the Honeybee book, and the series of those books are about
yeah,
two best friends that have been best friends since they were about 16.
yeah,
So not since they were very, very young.
yeah,
But and she was talking about that same thing, that she's never had that sort of relationship with somebody
yeah.
where they've been friends for like ever, and how their relationships have grown and evolved and developed together,
Mm,
and that they're still friends throughout everything. So
mm,
that to me, that's I'm quite envious of you in that relationship that you've got with your friends, because you have. I mean, I suppose, I mean, my friends, we've been friends since we were 16, so it's not
yeah,
like it.
yeah. There's not that much difference. Like,
No.
because I spoke, yeah, like Kate, we were friends when we were like 10,
Yeah.
and then the other girls was like 12 or 10. So it's
Mm.
like 30. It's 30 years basically.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think, and it's interesting though, because I think we kind of have had uh you have that kind of period, I suppose, that was like college
Mm.
and university, where I wasn't in touch with them. I was still friends with them, but
Mm.
wasn't really in touch with them at all.
Mm.
And then kind of came back from university, and then now we've kind of, got close again, and we, will see each other, regularly, and like go
Yeah.
on holidays together, and
Yeah.
we will still do a lot of things together,
Yeah.
and we have our little like group chat,
Yeah, but you've got quite a big extended circle of friends within that friend as well, haven't you? So there's a
oh,
massive,
yeah,
a very big. That's your
yeah,
core, but radiating from that is like a really big group
yeah,
of
and
friends as well.
and actually that's kind of like, that's a very mixed, like, I've got a lot of male friends
Mm.
who
Mm.
I, you know will see regularly and
Mm.
will message,
Mm.
and would go out for a drink, just me and them.
Mm. Mm.
um so I think maybe that's quite unusual to
Well, yeah,
be.
because I haven't got any male friends like that.
No,
But then I think that is maybe because
because you're married.
I'm married and you haven't. You're not married. You don't have a partner,
Yeah,
and so it's that dynamic is slightly different.
yeah,
So there's no.
yeah,
I mean, but then a lot of those men that you're men, I was going to say boys, men, that you're friends with, again, they've been friends of yours since you were at school.
yes,
So
yeah,
they're
they have.
very long. So
Yeah,
there should be no sort of awkwardness there. So it's like, well, actually, they're friends that I've had from school, so they're friends that I've got now. Whereas, see,
yeah.
don't have that either.
No, no, and I think, well, yeah, because that kind of made me think. Yeah, I've known them since I was like 14, 15.
Mm.
So again, like
Mm.
a long
Yeah,
time, like still like
yeah,
30 years nearly.
yeah.
Um, and I wouldn't like, and I can appreciate. I think I guess if you're married and you didn't have friends when you were, if you didn't have those friends as when you were younger, then
Mm.
that dynamic might seem a little bit strange. But
Mm.
certainly, like now, like obviously, if I was to get married, like, or get a boyfriend or whatever,
Mm.
then they would still be my friends, and that wouldn't change, and
No.
I wouldn't let that change.
Mm.
And in the same way that, you know they don't let that change either.
Mm.
Sorry, there's somebody knocking at my door.
Oh,
Can I just go for 2 seconds?
you can go for 2 seconds.
Sorry, that was a parcel that Amazon had said was delivered through my letterbox that went to somebody else,
Oh.
and they were just dropping it off. But I need it for the hen do, so I was like, "Eek."
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean that kind of like, yeah, that dynamic. I would hope that wouldn't ever change.
Mm. Yeah.
Because you know, and they might have partners and fiancés and things,
Mm.
and can still be friends, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. But you have also made friends with a lot of people as you've got older as well.
Mm,
Yeah, yeah, I think you have. I think you've got more friends since you've got a lot of friends that I don't know about.
yeah, I mean,
That I feel are friends that you've made
yeah,
since you've
maybe.
become an adult.
Yeah, and I suppose, I mean, I suppose what I have also done, but again, this is linked to like the relationship side, is
Mm,
that because you know, when you have friends that are in relationships and you aren't,
mm,
you kind of, you either don't do anything,
mm,
which I'm actually quite happy, just I'm quite happy on my own,
mm.
but or you either don't do anything at all, or you know, you make friends. And I suppose so, yeah, I suppose I have got some kind of friends that I've made in the last like 2 or 3 years,
Mm.
um but actually they are mostly men,
Yeah.
younger men.
Into
um
the theme.
yeah. Yeah, who will be like, they will, you know, I can message them and they can message me and be like, do you want to go for a pint? And I'll be like, yeah.
Mm. Yeah.
And then when they see my other friends, they'll be like, are you on a date? And I'm like, no, I'm not.
Oh.
Friend, just a friend.
Yeah.
So I think, so I guess, yeah, yeah, okay, I can.
You can see. There you
Can make
go.
friends. I can make friends.
Goodbye. End of.
But you've got, I suppose, a group of like you must have like a group of mum friends.
Yeah, I do, but yes, I have got a good group of mum friends. But again, I kind of feel like I've been forced on them.
Oh,
It's all circumstances. It's like, oh, well, the kids are friends, so we'll sort of start hanging out, and actually, we're now hanging out and doing stuff. I mean, they're a great bunch, but yeah, that's my head. That's like,
mm,
I always feel like, oh God, I feel like a bit of an intruder, and like yeah, I'm sort of, hi, can I be friends? Can I pop in this little group and be
but
friends with you,
people
please?
don't like that makes me sad to hear you say things like you're amazing, and like why wouldn't anyone want to be friends with you? But
Well,
also
of course. I mean, why wouldn't anybody want to be friends with me? You
like
know,
people don't have to be friends with you, like,
no,
but they
no,
don't.
no,
Like, so even if your kids are friends, you don't have to do anything with
no, no. But I mean, like I say, it's my like
your
issues.
insecurities.
Yeah, absolutely. I overthink everything. You know, and and that reflects onto that, really, you know.
Yeah,
But yeah, I have got yes, I mean, I would say I've probably got like two core groups of friends. So one is the mums.
yeah,
um yeah, so there's six of them, and then my other group where there's like four of us, so
yeah.
it's small intimate little groups, and then one lone other sort
Lone
of
wolf.
lone wolf. But actually, now actually I'm thinking about that. My lone wolf friend probably was, well, actually no. I was going to say that was probably somebody that I made friends with on my own merits.
Yeah,
But I mean, I already knew her. She was almost family, so you know, she was part of Piers's best friend's family.
yeah,
So
yeah,
again, it's like, I know you, we know each other,
yeah,
but the relationship has developed and changed.
yeah.
Um, but yeah, so yeah, possibly one person I made friends with
Yeah,
as an adult. That
yeah. Because I saw something, so I started then looking today about like ways of making friends.
mm,
And I mean, one of the things was I actually couldn't fathom it really. It was like, assume everybody wants to be your friend, and I was like, who does that? Like,
yeah.
why? But why would you? Because why should everybody, like, you don't? Not everybody likes everybody.
No, and how?
You're not going to be everyone's cup of tea.
Yeah,
Like,
and how do you go about doing that? I mean,
I mean,
how?
it was basically like just start talking to people.
And actually, I think that's very flawed, because if you, I mean, I can't even remember what I was going to bloody say now. Had it in my head. Um, uh, if you're the kind of person that thinks everybody likes you or thinks everybody wants to be your friend,
Yeah.
then you surely must have the confidence to have lots of friends already and not then need to make friends.
Well, or I'm
If you,
sorry, if I met somebody like that, I wouldn't want to be their friend on
then
principle.
that's just you.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, everybody's
Yeah,
different. Like,
yeah,
something like that, I would be like, I don't want to be your friend because
yeah,
you are
yeah,
arrogant.
yeah.
But
But then actually, what I would say is, we've had this conversation recently where I said to you, said to you about one of my friends, and I was like, I'm not sure if you're gonna, if how you're gonna get on with her or not, because she's amazing, and she's adorable, and I love her,
Mm.
but she personality, no, not, I don't even know, not personality wise, because I don't think personality wise she loves to talk to people, she chats to lots of people, when she's the complete opposite of me.
Yeah.
And I said to you, I think, I don't know how you'll get on with her.
Oh yeah.
Lovely, she is
Yeah.
absolutely lovely, but she's very loud, and she just talks to everybody, and and you loved her.
Yeah. I did.
Yeah. And I
I
said,
did.
I did say that to her afterwards. I said, I
Did
did
you?
say to them, I didn't know what you were gonna, and I said, because you talk to everybody, you love everybody, and
Yeah.
you're not really the sort of person that we would normally be friends with, but we
Yeah.
love
And I
you.
mean, that isn't like, that makes me or us sound like really horrible. But I think for me, that's massive. Like, that's an overstimulation thing.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah. Yeah.
like I absolutely, if I'm like being social, that is me draining my battery.
Yeah.
It's me draining my battery. And I know people who, like, they literally, that recharges their battery, like being around people.
Mm.
For me, that's the complete opposite. And so then I will literally have to take myself home for like
Mm.
3 days and not really talk to not really talk to anybody. So that's like an overstimulation thing. And then that would be like, that's not something that I could sustain in a friendship.
Mm.
I
Yeah.
need somebody that will sit next to me on a sofa and we can not talk
Mm.
for an hour. And
Yeah.
occasionally we'll be like, oh, she looks like an idiot, or oh,
Yeah.
and that
Yeah.
kind of thing. Um,
Yeah. Because I don't do very well on my own either. I think that's why I think I need more friends, because I don't like to do things by myself. Like, I just feel like a bit of a wally if I'm just sat doing something on my own. Like, I went swimming on my own the other week
yeah,
and did a little bit of flopping in the water, and then thought, I'll go and sit and read my book. And then I was just like, oh, this is really boring. I don't. And then I went and sat and read my book in the park, and I just was like, this is just I need somebody, need a little companion. I need somebody to.
but then do you think that's because you like, again, like our circumstances, because you have a family,
Mm,
you live with a family,
mm.
and you don't really, I mean, you don't
I'm
have,
never on my own.
you're never on your own. But then in my mind, like, because I love, I live on my
Mm,
own, I have done for a
mm,
long time,
mm,
and I like being on my own, and I will happily
mm,
go to dinner on my own, or do
mm,
whatever
mm,
on my own.
mm. Yeah,
I like it. I
yeah.
like it. So then in my mind, I kind of would feel like you would be like, oh, that would, that'd be amazing, having some time on my own.
Well, it would,
That's a
because
bit in theory.
I crave the. If somebody said to me, if you could do anything, what would you do?
Yeah,
I would love to go and stay in a hotel for a weekend by myself,
yeah,
take my book, eat
yeah,
food in bed, sleep.
yeah.
But actually, in reality, I would probably be really lonely and bored by myself,
Right. Yeah.
because I need just somebody to talk to, I think. Like
Somebody.
when I went to New York by myself,
Oh yeah.
the worst experience of my whole life,
Yeah.
because I was so excited about going and traveling,
Yeah.
And I mean, it was massively overwhelming for me, I think, anyway, because I was on my own and I had to get myself to the airport and I had to do, which is fine. I can do it. I'm more than capable of doing it.
Yeah.
It's not that I'm not capable of doing it, but I just felt massively overwhelmed. And I was excited and wanted somebody to share that excitement with.
Yeah.
So I was sat on an airplane by myself, which was fine. I was reading a book, watching a film, but I wanted to be like, oh, look, we're coming in over New York now, or,
Yeah.
just wanted somebody to bounce off of and share
Yeah.
things with. So yes,
Yeah.
while I say I don't need any new friends, or I don't need friends,
Yeah.
I need people
You'd
constantly.
love some extra ones.
Yeah.
What about your? I mean, so one of the things on this how to make friends when you're an adult, aside from that one that I didn't agree with, was talking about like hobbies, things like obviously, when you're doing something, when you're doing a hobby or like an activity or something where it's like group, a bit more group activity, then there's a a risk of making friends. There are opportunities there to make friends with people that have got the same interests as you and stuff. But I mean, I don't do any hobbies, and I don't really do.
No, I don't either.
But then but then you're doing like Bunk Fest stuff, aren't you?
Yeah.
And then do you think there's any like friendship possibilities there?
No, I don't think so.
No.
I think they've all got their own friends and they don't need to make any.
They don't need to make your friends. And because that kind of thing, that hobby thing, made me think of Joe. So we've got Joe's Hendy this weekend, and actually it's quite interesting because there is like 16 of us going. So her sister's going, her fiance's sister's going. There's a group of us. This core group that I was talking about. We are going, and then she's got another probably 8 people, women who are going. So that's quite an interesting dynamic because you kind of got the family, you've got the school friends. She's got some work friends going. She's got some NCT mums going, and one of the women that are going is somebody that she met when she climbed Kilimanjaro like 8 years ago or however many years ago it was, quite a long time ago now, and they have stayed in contact, stay kind of friends. I think she lives in like Manchester or something, and so they obviously don't see each other very often. Joe's been up to Manchester and all that kind of stuff, but that's kind of like that's a really interesting dynamic. And I feel like for me, if I were to have a hen do, it would be like you and my core. I don't think I'd have that.
No,
that so many different groups of friends.
No, I would be exactly the same. And actually, that's something that that's something I was thinking about. That like I feel like I have lost a lot of friends over the years through, like friends that I probably had when I had some friends at college. Not really friends with them anymore. Friends from jobs who I was really good, really quite good friends with. Been on hen dos, been to weddings, all that sort of thing. But that I don't have any contact with them anymore. And then again, in my insecurities, I sort of thought to myself, is that me? Am I the problem? Am I the reason why I don't have these friends? But I think that's just natural progression sometimes, isn't it? You have these friends, it's your circumstance friends, like I say about having a group of work friends. If you don't work there anymore, actually you don't have that bond as such anymore.
No.
And you just sort of move on.
Well, you do, and also I think some of that is down to like, and again, it's the like relationship side of it. Like for me, not being in a relationship and not having a relationship, you know, I really need to put a lot of effort into my friendships because that's all I've got, really.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so I think, you know, when you don't have to, because you have a relationship that takes up, you know, a lot of your time, and especially if you've got like a family as well, you know, you've got even less time to do stuff, you know, and you don't, you know, you don't either have the time to be putting in to those all those different friendships, and so things do kind of drift away. But I feel like I kind of like I have to make an effort.
But I think you've got friends, or at least up until very recently, who were in a similar situation to you as well, who
Yeah,
weren't in relationships. So
yeah,
actually, for all of you, that was what all you
yeah,
had in a way,
yeah,
wasn't it? So
yeah,
you have, that's why you have that. Whereas you know, all of my friends are in relationships, so
yeah,
we don't. Yeah, like you say, we don't
yeah.
not need each other quite so much, but we don't have
Well, you
to
don't. Well, you don't.
rely on them to
Yeah,
them
yeah,
socially, or what, you know,
yeah,
whatever, emotionally,
yeah,
quite so much.
yeah, yeah. And I suppose it's what you know, what do you rely on your, you know, you've got your friendships and you've got your relationships, and I always, I mean, and I think, I don't know if this is just, you know, how I feel at the moment, but like, even if like I've got best friends, right? So for me, I don't need somebody I'm in a romantic relationship with to be my best friend, because I've got one. I've got loads. I've got
Yeah,
4 or 5, you know.
yeah,
So that's like that's what's in my head, is that I have best friends.
yeah.
So I don't need, you know, a man to be my best friend. Whereas I know that in lots of relationships, that is what it is. That is.
But then I think that's also a bit of growth as well in the relationship. So I probably wouldn't call Piers my best friend, but
Yeah,
actually he probably is, really,
yeah,
because he fulfills a lot of the requirements that I need emotionally. And you know, there's lots of things that I would straight away come to my girlfriends to
yeah,
talk about,
yeah,
rather than him necessarily. But
yeah,
he, you know, there's nothing that he wouldn't know or that I wouldn't talk to him
yeah,
about. So I
yeah,
think that's a sort of I mean, God, we've been together for about a million years, so that's probably more of a, you know,
yeah,
growth thing
yeah,
with us. And also, I mean, like Lily. So if you say to Lily, "Who's your best friend?"
yeah,
she'll say me.
yeah,
And when she was younger,
yeah,
I always used to say to her, "I'm not your friend. I'm your mum.
yeah.
We're not friends." And
You are not my friend.
it sounds mean,
No,
but
I don't think it does. I don't
it
think it
sounded
does.
mean, like it. And some people are like, "Oh, well, you know, oh, she's your daughter," and I was like, "Yeah, exactly. She's my daughter.
Yeah,
You can't discipline if you're friends with your child. You can't discipline them as a parent. I don't think."
yeah,
Now we have a
yeah,
completely. She's an adult now,
yeah,
so we have a completely different relationship. So I
yeah,
would also say that she, yes, is also one of my best friends.
yeah.
But yeah, I think I like that. I think that's quite sweet. I say to her, "Who's your best?" We had a I think I was having a conversation with Nelly about something the other day, and they were saying something about being friends with your parents.
Yeah.
And I said to Nelly, "Who's your best friend?" And she said, "Oh, so and so." And I said, "I'm going to ask Lily who her best friend is." So I text Lily and said, "Who's your best friend?" And she said, "You." And I said to Nelly, "See, I'm her best friend." Yeah.
Oh,
But yeah, it's funny, isn't it? Because actually, I think you started out by thinking it's difficult to make friends as as an adult, but you've realised that actually you have made friends with
yeah,
people.
yeah, I
That's
have.
seemed
And
quite
actually,
seamlessly almost.
there's a lot of space in my there's a lot of room in my heart for new friends.
I don't need any new friends.
They
If you
just
want
have
to
to
be my
be the
friend,
right ones.
huh?
They just have to be the right ones.
Yes,
Who
yes,
don't, who aren't, you know, who like don't, they're not needy.
yeah,
They don't. ask to be my friend. They just are.
Yeah. If you want to be my friend, you can ask to be my friend. I don't mind. And if they are, I accept needy friends. Because I did see something on Instagram from a woman who didn't have many friends.
Yeah.
She had friends, but she didn't have she said something along the lines of, she's nobody's first person. So she never felt like...
She was talking about a romantic relationship, though.
No, she was talking about friends. It was friends.
I don't think it was.
Well,
maybe it was a different woman, but
it probably was a different
saw
woman.
something like that, and I was sure it wasn't about. I didn't think it was about friends. I thought she was talking about being single.
No, the woman that I saw was
Okay.
about friends. That's how she said she had friends.
Yeah.
I think it started because she had a group of friends.
Yeah.
And then she had seen on social media that they'd gone, there was like 4 or 5 of them, and they had all gone away and they hadn't asked her to go with them.
Oh.
And she was quite upset by it, or very upset by it, because she didn't, as far as she was concerned, she was part of the group, and there was no reason why she should be excluded from being asked.
Right.
And it was sort of about her journey into acceptance that actually she's nobody's first choice, or nobody's, nobody's. It was quite sad, really.
Yeah, I mean, that is sad.
Yeah, but you say it in a sneery tone.
I did not. No, that was not.
I should take a picture of how my screen is frozen on your face when you were saying it.
It was not sneery at all.
Because I feel like I have a little element of that as well. See, again, this is my deep-rooted insecurities.
Yeah.
I do feel like a lot of the times I'm the one doing the, should we do this? Should we go out? Does anybody want to go for a drink?
Yeah.
I don't feel like there's always a lot of, Lindsay, do you want to go out?
Yeah, but then I do often think in friendship groups there are people that do that. They are like, somebody is the glue.
Do you think it's the natural organizer part?
Yeah, I do. I think this is the glue. It's the person that like pulls everybody together. And actually, if it wasn't for that person, nobody would probably ever get together, or or do anything. So I don't think that's like a bad position to be in.
I'm sticky glue.
Yeah,
it's me. Yeah, it's quite interesting, because I want to be an old lady that's got like a couple of friends where we go to a cafe and have cake and coffee and catch up. I don't want to be an old lady that's got no friends.
No, but you've got your kids. You'll always have friends.
Wow, yeah, I won't though.
Why?
Because they'll grow up and they'll do their own thing, won't they?
Okay, but they'll come back and see you.
Alfie doesn't want to go and have a cup of coffee and a cake with me now. He won't want to when I'm an old lady.
Well, I'll be your friend. I mean, I'm not going to have anybody. I mean, I'll have my friends too, but
yeah.
We can go and have coffee and cake.
I think it'd be nice to be in a nursing home with your friends.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely. Like terrorizing people and
getting a bit maudlin now.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's let's get back to something fun. Yeah, I think there are lots of different, like, I think when you get older, life is tricky, and there are circumstances and life happens, and I think you kind of like do the best with what you've got in terms of like seeing people and going out and like staying in contact. I mean, I have friends where literally we only communicate through memes.
Yeah.
Like there's no occasionally there might be a "you're right," but otherwise it's literally just back and forth with memes.
Yeah.
And we might not see each other for months, and we probably live very, very close.
Yeah.
But then that those kind of people where that you can not see somebody for absolutely months, and then you can get in a room with them, and it's just like it's been like the other day. I think that's when that's those kind of easy friendships where it's not like, oh, I haven't seen you for 6 months, do you still like me, what are we going to talk about? It's just like you find some crap to talk about, don't you?
Yes.
Right, so well, lucky us, because we are not the woman on the campsite who wants.
But I would be the one that's saying, yeah, I would. I'll camp next to you. We can be friends.
But you don't know.
I'd say yes.
You don't know what she's like.
No, that is true.
I just feel like that's so much pressure to be like, will you be my friend? Like, I don't know.
But can you imagine the courage it must have taken to just put yourself out there and ask people?
I do get that. But I feel like even if I was tempted by that, I would feel like that's just the wording of it is just, it's just too much pressure.
Yeah.
Do you want to be not like? Does anyone want to camp and hang out? Like,
Yeah.
It was just this thing of like, do you want to be friends? I mean, I don't know. There could be any explanation for why that was that wording, but it was a no from me.
Bless. Yes. No, thank you. Not today.
So.
Right. Anyway, well, you have a lovely weekend with your friends.
Yes. On that note. Oh, so actually, sorry. One of the things I was going to say about going back to that.
Yeah.
Because I've just remembered, was about all these different groups and our team kind of thing. Obviously, we're a big group,
and
we all know each other. And one of the ladies had written on the group chat, I'm really looking forward to it. I'm feeling a bit nervous because I only know Jo.
Oh, okay.
And so then everybody was like, oh, it'll be fine. Lots of people are in the same boat, da, da, da. And I put on there, be like, we're going to have a great time. I've done a really good icebreaker workshop for us. And I was like, just joking. I've all I'll have is Prosecco. Prosecco and sequins. And I was like, we're a really friendly bunch. It's absolutely fine. And genuinely, like, in my head, I'm kind of thinking, I love Jo. She's amazing. And so anybody else that she is also friends with really must be quite cool, or amazing.
Yeah.
So I feel like everybody there, we're going to get along. And at the end of the day, we're all there for like one reason, which is to celebrate her.
Yeah.
Last few months of freedom. So it was interesting, and I think it made me kind of like, obviously for me, I'm going in there like, oh, I know loads of people, and I know Jo, and I've known her for years and all that kinds of stuff. But I think it kind of gave that appreciation for actually, joining in with a group where people are already friends and kind of not knowing anybody. So we're going to make sure that we get everyone sloshed.
Yeah. Fill those Prosecco glasses.
Hopefully nobody asks if they can be my friend.
And if you come back with a load of friends, I'm going to be really annoyed.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh, yeah. Can you imagine if I'm like, I made loads of friends?
So many friends.
Yeah. Or they'll be like, yeah, we don't, you're not really our kind of person.
Yeah. Kim will be like, I made loads of friends. And they'll be like, God, she was one of them.
We didn't. We hate him. Yeah.
Oh, cool. Well, have a lovely weekend.
Yes, I will do. And you have a lovely weekend / holiday too.
Thanks. I will.
We can catch up when you get back.
I won't make any holiday friends.
People do that, don't they? People do that. Make friends on holiday, don't they?
Well, actually, do you know what? When we went to Menorca, not the last time, the time before that, we did make friends with people. I say we made friends with people. We got chatting to some people, and then we went out one night and they were in the same place as us, so we sort of got chatting to them again. And I did make friends with her on Facebook.
Okay.
And we were sort of Facebook friends. I think she's removed me now.
I've forgotten who you were.
We did converse a little bit for a few years afterwards,
Right.
but not convert. Like probably we'd just comment on each other's posts. And
Yeah.
pretty sure she's removed me. So yeah.
Well.
Oh well. Another one bites the dust.
I mean, you weren't getting much out of that friendship anyway, so I
no, that's true. Yeah, I know, but it makes me think. What did I do wrong? What did I do to offend you?
He was just having a general cull. Like, I haven't spoken to this. I can't remember how I know this person.
Yeah. Who is she?
Right.
Who is she?
Who is she?
Yeah.
Okay. All right then. I think we'll actually go this time.
Yeah, we will. See you
All
later.
right. Bye.
Bye.